Analysts. Welcome. People learning.
Welcome. Everybody's coming in now. Yeah, look at there. Hello, everybody. It's party time. Let's go. We're having our happy hour. HODLNOTS.
Cool. Yes.
HODLNOTS. Happy hour.
Oh yeah, lots of happiness, lots of hot stuff. We're live on Twitch as well. Welcome to it. People from around the world, great turnout as per usual. Great to see some regular faces. I wouldn't say old. Sorry, Graham.
But not old
as well.
That's a bad word.
Welcome. This is the HODLNOTS Happy Hour Hangout, also known as the 4H. Welcome to it. My name is John. I've got Marcel. I've got Wendy.
Hey everyone.
Marcel can't wave. And we've got Vicky and Michelle in the background. Can you find Michelle?
Hello.
For some reason, my avatar is sitting dead quiet, so I'm not sure. at least
you're not able to move.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah,
that's good.
Watch out for the hot stuff. That's the kind of a theme for today, ladies and gents. And for those who haven't heard about it, we're going to be sharing all of that information here on episode number 10 of the HODLNOTS Hour Hangout. All things hot. Can you guys see all the cool stuff in the background? Vicky's been having an absolute party. I was going to say use an Afrikaans word, but yeah, we're an international company and a community as well. Joel, that is the word I was looking for. It's a bit of a party in here. Michelle, how's your drink?
Oh, delicious. Thank you.
See
if we can finish it before the call ends.
Awesome. I got me some 2 fire shots down here right in front of me. So. And you got one too, Marcel.
All my beer is hot.
Yeah.
You're almost English.
I don't really do room temperature beer, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, yeah. Well, you got some mint down there by it, so maybe you can just throw some mint in there. Make it taste better.
Oh, fancy
I'll
stuff.
share my hot chocolate. I got hot chocolate over here.
Yummy. All right, so you guys have kind of sensed the theme. We put it out there. And it's all things fire. It's hotting up here over at HODLNOTS. The team behind the scenes have been working hard and arduously over the last couple of months, doing what we call a prescribed burn. And it's time to light this puppy up. And our burn mistress, Wendy's going to be taking us shortly through all of this and the exciting new fiery hot news in a short while. But Badger, let's hear about what's been hot and happening over in the den in the last week.
Cool, will do. Let me just quickly share my screen. Everyone see my screen, hey? Okay. So this is basically just, again, for those that hasn't joined us before, just like a sample from some of the chats in the den over the past week. And we've had a mix of like old and faithful coins as well as some new ones. Here you'll see SKU, that's one that we do scalp a lot. So there was a very quick 4.6% in 5 minutes. That's good. KMD also one that we scalp quite often, as well as, let's see, Bluzell. It's also been a good one over the past month, I would say. And then some new ones. That is on MEXC, one of the exchanges we talked about earlier. And it's starting to, I wouldn't say be lucrative, but it's starting to be a good option to get onto MEXC and scalp some of these new launches, because they do tend to rocket. Some of them run like 300% in 10 minutes. So grabbing a tiny bit of that is definitely worth it. So you'll see some of these are from that exchange. And we've had some great profits from our members in the den. Like I said, this is not everything that happened this week. If I had to show you everything, then this graphic would have been a lot longer. But yeah, you guys can see what's been going on in the den, and I think it was a good week.
A great week, and that's the thing. Even though Bitcoin decided to do a little bit of a not upwards movements, but there were coins running.
And I actually saw some snuggles in the den as well. I didn't include them in here because there was some successful snuggles as well, which for those of you who don't know, it's like a little bit of a longer trade than a scalp, but we tend to focus more on the scalping, which is generally 10 minutes or less. That is what we take this profits in. So yeah, that's it from the den side.
Lots of HODL happening that side. Thanks for the update there, Badger. And
no worries.
Yeah, great to see a whole bunch of new people on the show. I kind of have a feeling they're not here for us, but more for something that Wendy's going to be talking about shortly. But that's exciting. And yeah, I'm talking about MEXC. We've chatted about it before. The previous episode, we had Matthias who was showing us his insight on MEXC, and I've been delving into it, and we've been seeing some really insane gains. Ted was running. It's a coin on MX. Ran nearly 1,000% yesterday, and it's just insane. So we definitely start to see over here in the den a lot of calls happening on MEXC and great percentages, and seeing our members benefit from that. So exciting stuff, Wendy. I think you were the one who caught. Was QKC? Was you on the Zoom? You grabbed through.
No, I called Chill. Chill's been running, and that's only because of the news when they launched a new game. Chill's still kind of in the limelight because of the new game that they launched. So when they do that, the tokens go up, and we just scalp, and get them profit. So yeah, exciting.
So and that's the thing as well. We don't put out signals. We as a community, we share the coins that are running. And obviously, having done the course, it's definitely beneficial. It's the way forward to be able to understand, when you get in a coin, when do you get out, reading it on the 1 minute time frame, and obviously then be able to apply that for higher time frames. And the HODLnator is an incredibly powerful indicator. It's something that we love, and I use every single component of that when I scalp personally. And we've seen people coming in from higher time frame trading to forex and using the HODLnator, but we've got something even more powerful on the way. So that was a little bit of a teaser. Speaking about teaching and so forth, just as a reminder for those of you who are unfamiliar with the HODLNOTS scalping course, I know Michelle will be dropping the link in shortly for more information on that. But just as a reminder for those of you who have done the course and you would like to do a refresher, at the end of September, we are looking to do another very successful HODLNOTS weekend workshop where the trainers, Wendy, will be taking you through 48 hours of the course, again, as a refresher. So that's going to be coming up. That's exciting. I look forward to seeing some of the older HODLNOTS returning and doing that. And of course, for those of you who don't quite have the time to do the HODLNOTS scalping course, there's of course the HODLNOTS Premium. All right, I love the Premium. Marcel, we've managed to do a couple, Vicky and Wendy, and it's great to be able to help these people who are wanting to learn how to scalp, but in their own time. And you get that one-on-one dedication from the trainers. Thanks, Mish, you're on it as usual. And then we just recently had the August course with our intake, a smaller course, which is actually almost like premium. Hey, Marcel, what?
Yeah. It was like a hybrid between the normal course, the bigger course that we also did in the past, and the premium, where we had like a very small group, and we could still tailor it around everyone's available times. And I think there was a little bit more personal or one-on-one time spent with the students, or at least the ratio between students and tutors were a lot better for the students. And the feedback that we got was good. And I think at the end of the day, we as trainers can do a lot to basically help everyone in the course. But sometimes when the course is too big, then there might be one or two things that's not ironed out. Whereas when we have like two trainers on For students, I think it definitely helps with giving them that confidence to ask the questions and having everything ironed out for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was great to see we had someone from Singapore, we had someone from the UK, from Holland, South Africa, and in New Jersey as well. It was such a great diversity of students. And funny enough, it was all guys for a change. You know, we miss having,
They kicked us out of the room, Wendy, didn't they?
They did. That's like there's too much male stuff going on in there. But it was fun. It was fun doing smaller groups and breaking it down. So when we have too many that sign up for a course, we can break it down into smaller groups with our trainers. And we found we trialed it this time and found it to be quite successful. So a little bit more one-off attention. So we're probably going to try it again for the next course.
Absolutely. And, but there is also something else I've been brewing on the side, as well as a reminder. We have spoken about it. The video course for the HODLNOTS sculpting course on demand is coming up as well. Hey, Wendy?
Yes, absolutely. We're working on that now, where people can start on it. They'll have a little homework, and we'll still do the live component, but you'll be able to do it on your own time, in your own way. Just kind of like a little course that you go through the sessions, and then you pick the boxes. You have a little mini test, and you move on to the next. So we'll be experimenting with that in the very near future. That's coming in the next couple months. The team is diligently working on that. So it's just another aspect of it for those people who can't get on at certain times or are busy, and their work schedules are a little bit different. So we're excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, despite what Bitcoin's been doing, as Marcel was showing us, hot and happening, the coins are flying. We've got we're covering 3 exchanges and a number of coins and new coins launched all the time, and teaching you how to be able to sculpt those and make money in minutes, percentages in minutes. So very, very exciting. Just give me a second, Wendy. I just have to prepare myself for this next section because this is all you.
A real fireman. Hey, where's mine? I need my mask.
But hang on, but you're the fire master, so you're in control. I'm just here not to.
I'm in control.
I'm not here to suppress. I'm here as a part of this prescribed burn, just to watch and let things burn.
Pre-burn.
So Wendy, whenever you're ready, you can start.
Well, I think Vicky's going to take it over first, and we're going to give you a little sample of what is coming. Yeah?
Yes.
Vicky? Here we go.
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, let's do it. Yes. Oh, I'm all fired up.
That's a great sound effect.
Exactly.
That was like snap, crackle, pop. That fire was going.
Incredible. Listen, I mean,
And there we go.
Yeah, thanks, Vix, for that. That's kind of set the tone. I think that should be the theme music for this entire show. But Wendy,
Exactly.
a quick question before you delve into it. This is going to interview mode right now, unprepared. So
Let's do it.
What inspired you to come up with a HODLFIRE? Because I mean, you've been working on the HODLNATIVE for so long. When you first started with HODLNOTS, incredibly powerful tool. We've obviously let it evolve as the market's shifted and we found things that work and don't work. What inspired you to come up with HODLFIRE?
I'm always working on stuff in the background to make money. I mean, you know, for the HODLNOTS, they pretty much know me by now over the last 3 or 4 years. Our community's been growing, and the market changes. You know, we don't scalp trade the same way we did 3 years ago. So for all those people who are older HODLNOTS, you need to get back with the program. You need to watch the latest videos and come back to scalp trading. But we do it in a whole different way than we used to do it years ago. And as the market conditions change, and we have a sideways market or we have a down market, and we have HODLNOTS that we're scalpers that we're not getting the big, you know, 20 and 30 and 40%, you know, gains like we used to when the market was running. I used to double my portfolio. I mean, it used to run really good, but it's been a while. And so as the market changes, I needed a different way to know. A lot of people were struggling with trying to figure out where the bottom was and where the top was of the market, and when to exit and when to get in. Yes, we have the buy sell tags that are phenomenal on the HODLnator. And now the great news is that we also have just launched the HODLnator. So for those people who know how to trade, that don't want to do the scalp trading course, they're already seasoned. Some people want a second one. We now have it available without the course. So for those people who want that, but the HODLFIRE is going to use the same great buy sell tags that the HODLnator has on. So if you don't have the HODLnator, we're going to give you those buy sell tags that Marius talked about on long term, and we're going to fire up an incredible new indicator. And can I get in it and show it to you now?
Please,
Yes.
please, anticipation is building. We've got a phenomenal turnout here. I think people come from all over just to hear you and hear more about the HODLFIRE. Very excited. Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to get into it. But to answer your question, I work with an exceptional coder. He's been with me for many years. He does coding for a living. And we have been doing this particular indicator for quite some time. And so we are very excited that we finally got all of the little I's dotted and the T's crossed. And so we're really excited to bring it to you because we've been testing it. The trainers have been testing it, and they find that it's the SNIZ. So let's get into the SNIZ. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to show it to you. So everybody on the call, we are very pleased at HODLNOTS to announce this brand new exciting indicator. And this is what you get with the indicator. You're going to get these very unique pivot points. Now, these do not go off of your standard technical analysis. They work totally different. This is a specialized coding that goes in with 4 different kinds of indicators, and it goes in with a different type of time zone allotment that you won't be able to figure out. So this is an invite only script that we have the intellectual property on. And let me tell you what this is. These are pivot points. And that means that the pivot low is in, and it works on any time frame that you might have, showing you the pivot low. And if you hover over it, you'll see the little chart that shows you the price change in percentage, how many numbers of bars it was, the average volume, because volume is critical. And knowing that if the coin has volume on it, it has traders or it doesn't have traders. When you get to the top, you'll see the pivot high. You'll also see as they start coming in, you'll see the temporary pivot point. Now, when the temporary pivot point comes in, that can be the high, but if it's not meeting 100% of all of the conditions that have not been met yet, until it turns black. So as you can see, I am old-fashioned in a way of my screen is I stay on the light side. Most traders are into the neon and the black screens and all that. I don't need all that to make money, but I'm just telling you that I use the lighter screen. And so my tags are going to be black. But for all of those who get this and put it on a black screen, your tags are going to be white so you can see them. Okay, so if you have white screens, this is going to be your pivot low and your pivot high. And now, what do we mean by fire? And what are fire candles? Well, you're going to see these. We have them coded in that when the trend is stronger in the run, they're going to fire up neon green. And that's going to tell you, oh, that's a much stronger candle. And we teach this in the course. We teach you how to read these candles, what candles are stronger, how you see them, how to read all of the indicators on the HODLnator itself. And this goes incredibly wonderful with the HODLnator. So for all those, and I know a lot of you here are HODLNOTs. I see you, I recognize your name. When the trend is stronger in the downtrend, okay? So when you're shorting markets and you're longing markets, you want to know these things, they're going to fire up yellow. Now, the great thing is that I have left some of the coding open-ended on this particular indicator. It doesn't have as much open-ended coding as the HODLnator does. Why? Because this is our intellectual property, and I'm not going to let you mess with the when it works, it works. Okay, so we don't allow you to change the settings that fire up these candles because it's connected to really cool stuff. But I will show it to you. It also comes with the buy sell tags from the HODLnator. So the way these pivot points work is when a pivot bottom comes in and it's followed or comes in with a buy tag or is followed by a buy tag, the trend is good to go. Okay, if all the other indications are met and you know how to trade and you're not in the middle of a Bollinger, there's lots of different conditions that are met, and you can use a lot of different technical indicators. But basically, this is the confirmation when it's followed or comes with the buy tag. The same thing here, when you get the pivot high and the high is in, you're coming down. It's going to do a retracement on whatever time frame you're on. Now, this was designed to help you snuggle. And now those people who are in HODLNOTs, you know what a snuggle is. It's a 4 to 8 hour trade. We make money while we sleep, and we teach it. So this is an intraday trading indicator that comes with its own bot tip signals. Then it's going to signal on the 15-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. And like I said, you can use it on any time frame, but this is for trading in the middle of the day, a little bit longer term, shorter than signals, shorter than long term, obviously, and not as fast and furious as 1 minute, which we do in scalp trading. But again, you will get the pivot tags, you will get the buy sell tags, and you will get the neon candles on any time frame. So I'm looking at the 1 minute, and you can see the opportunity. If you take profits from the pivot tags to the pivot tags, it's pretty darn good. Okay, for 35 minutes to have 11%. This is a coin that's running right now, and you can see that it's on a stronger downtrend at the moment. Now I want to fire up the HODLnator so you can see how busy it looks. And this is what we teach in HODLNOTS, is we teach how to know that this is the best trade right here, and how not to get in on these green candles, because you can see they're not neon and they're not on a Bollinger. So we teach this is bad, this is down, unless you're going to short the market, this is down. And then you can see when the pivot bottoms come in, and then you can start watching it from there. But again, let's look at 1 hour, and you can see the trend of this coin. And this one is just now doing what we call a HODL cross. And this one is one that we will be watching for snuggle. But you can see that you get the early signal on the pivot low. You don't see anything down here lower. It's the pivot low. We've reached the low, the bottom, and then we follow by a buy tag, and then boom, we go up. So this hopefully will help you make a better decision. And I'm going to tell you the really great thing about this is you can set alerts on the pivot. And this is what took us a little bit longer to do. It's kind of like, well, how do I know when a pivot bottom is in? Or how do I know when a pivot top is in? Making your trading insanely much easier. So what you do is you'll hover over this and you'll right click, and you can add an alert on the HODLFIRE. So when you get in here, it's open coding. And what do I mean by open coding? You can set an alert on the buy tag. You can set an alert on the sell tag. The neon candle, when the first neon green candle comes in, the pivot top or the pivot bottom. And again, if you know how to code, I've left this open for you to do some fancy coding on it. And you'll get the information on how all this works if you decide to get it. And then you want to be able to put your notifications on. If you want to pop up to show up on your trading view, and this works on the trading view screen. Whether you want an email, if you want it to play a sound for you to go off in your speakers or your ears, or if you're outside so you can trade on the intraday because you're a busy person or you're at work, you can have a SMS sent to your phone. Hey, the pivot low's in. But this makes it incredibly easy, easier, I should say. but you still need to use the knowledge of trading. And if with the HODLnator and the course, we teach you all of these indicators and how to read and know and how to read time frames and which ones. But this is a really, really cool tool. Are you as excited as I am?
I'm very excited. Very, very excited. We've got
it works really good.
Yeah, the Q&A section is down below. If any of you have any questions around this, now is the time to ask. And we may have alluded to something, maybe on.
I have another thing. I really want to say that at Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, we're very, very well aware, especially in the HODLNOTS section, specifically is what we're here for tonight, of the market conditions. And we know that a lot of people are stuck in your coins and you're wanting to know when the bottom's in, okay? And you want to know before you, because you're thinking, oh, these things are so expensive. And, you know, if I get a subscription here, if I get a subscription there, well, you know, we're here to tell you as well, we've got some happy news. The BB Writer is our other bot that we have, and it's our premium bot that we introduced not too long ago. Now, this bot is really, really good at finding the coins that are running, because it only signals and fires off on coins when a run has 2 green candles on a Bollinger, not in the middle of the Bollinger, but running up a Bollinger. So you know, we had it really priced quite significantly, and we realized that it was just too much for some people. We've cut it in half. So for those people who are outside our community and they're not members of Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, you'll get it at a 50% discount. Now, here's the great news. I know, isn't that cool? And here's the great news, because a lot of people think these things are so overpriced and I can't get it. There's a lot that goes in to pay for the hours of the coding and to run the server and to keep these things going, and all it takes to run a business. But what we're trying to do, especially with the HODLFIRE, because it's great, is give it to you at a price you can afford. So guys, it's not even $100. It's not $50. It's not, it's insanely cheap. Let's just put it that way. It's $30. So what we're going to do here, and then if you want to be part of our community in our den, we take care of our own. We love and we really want to grow our community. Okay, we want you trading with us. We want you in our den of traders. So those people who are with us in our den are getting it for $15. That's about as cheap as we can get it. I understand $15 for a whole month for you to know when the bottom and the tops are in. And we think that that is really good. We thought if we're experimenting with this, and we really want to keep these prices super, super low. So we're thinking if we can get more people on it and more people profiting, that we can keep these prices super low, because we don't have to have a few people paying a lot of money to pay the servers and everything. Let's just give it super low at $15. Now, what we've also done is our premium bot was $125. Okay, we brought it way down, but guess what? If you're in our den, it's now $20. We brought it way down, way down. So you can actually get the BB Writer now with the HODLFIRE cheaper than you can get the den subscription. So we're really wanting people to come in, learn how to trade, but learn how to trade safely. We are all about trading safe, and as safe as possible. There's always risk in everything, but you trade yourself with HODLNOTS, and we teach you how to do it and make a living at it. So if you're on Twitch, if you're out there and you're seeing us for the first time, this is a course unlike any other course that you've ever had. And you can see some of the great team that I have that I'm really, really proud of. They're all expert scalp traders, and they will hold your hand along with myself, and we will really teach you the ropes. So I highly encourage you, if you take the course, you get the HODLnator for free. You don't have to buy it, okay? So just know we throw that in, and and you get a free membership for 30 days in the den. But I'm gonna let somebody else tell them what they're gonna get for being on this call.
It's amazing to see, and the generosity again from yourself, Wendy, and you can see this Bitcoin TAF as a whole really cares about its community and its members, and HODLNOTS as well is a rather incredibly special place. And I see Yaku's wanting to come back. Hopefully he comes back soon. But there are a couple of questions, but as to how you get it, and I see one of our recent graduates, Mohammed, I know Vic is going to answer that shortly. But there's a lot going on, and maybe Wendy, while Vicky is answering some of these questions, you can also show us when she's done what the BB Writer bot looks like in terms of the Telegram channel, perhaps, but most importantly, the HODLFIRE bot as well. So, Vix, do you want to jump into some of those questions?
I do, yes. So I will be splitting this call up into two categories. One category are our members that are in the den already, and the other category are people that are not in the den, because we do have two different prices, as Wendy was saying, and two different coupons. So if you're in the den right now, so everyone in the den right now on the call, if you're in the den, and obviously if you're a certified HODLNOT in the lodge, please go there. There's information, because every one of our members is getting a 14-day free coupon. So the information for the HODLFIRE, and the information will be put in the lodge soon. Most of us had a call yesterday, and everyone kind of knows it's coming, but we're going to be putting that information in the lodge on Friday with how you can get that coupon. There'll be a special link, you click it, you use the coupon, and you get it for 14 days for free. Those of you, though, who are not in the den still get a coupon. Yay! Today, wherever you are. So those of you who are not in the den will get a 7-day coupon for free to try it out. And let me just share my screen once more. So if you are not in the den, so again, people in the den, go to the lodge, all the information will be there. But people that are not in the den, what you need to do if you'd like to try this out for 7 days is go to bitcointap.com. And if you do already have an account, great. But if you don't have an account, here is a link that you can use. And Michelle might put that in the chat as well, so you can copy it. But this is the link that you can join and open an account at bitcointrendingforecast.com. And then once you're in there, all you need to do is create a support ticket inside your account saying, hi, I was on the HODLNOTS happy hour hangout call, and I would like to try the HODLFIRE for 7 days for free. And then we'll send you the coupon out and tell you how to do that. So again, two different people. If you're in the den, if you're a HODLNOT, if you're a certified HODLNOT, you will get information in the lodge on Friday. If you're not, get a position at bitcointrendingforecast.com using this link, and then create a support ticket and say, I'd like the HODLFIRE for 7 days, and we'll send you all the information to do that. So that's the first thing to do. So thanks for everyone being on the call. Now, if you cannot wait for Friday, because that's when we're going to start to send the coupons out, you can buy it now. So it's live in the store. I'm going to share my screen again.
No, we haven't announced it yet, but it's live. Okay, great.
It's live, exactly. So two different categories as well again. So if you are already in the den, you need to sign into your account, and you will see a different one here. So this is actually the one that you don't have to be logged in. This is the HODLFIRE. And if you click into it, just here, there are 3 different prices. So Wendy was mentioning that there's a $30 for 1 month. And then obviously if you buy more than 1 month, you'll get a little bit of a discount. Actually, the year is quite a lot of a discount, $70 for the discount for the year. Now, this is for people that aren't in the den. So this is anyone can buy the HODLFIRE, anyone can trade with the HODLFIRE. It's, as Wendy mentioned, it's a snuggle bot, but it's also good to trade medium term, long term. Marius is actually going to have a little bit of a talk on his long term about this. And we do scalp with it, kind of. And I think John might go into a little bit about that shortly and why I said kind of. But this is the HODLFIRE. You can buy it now. And if you do purchase it, you can still use the coupon, because what will happen is the 7 days will be added on. So let's say if you want to try it right now, you could buy it for $30 for 1 month. And then when the coupons come out, or if you'd like to request a coupon, if you use the coupon, it'll just be 37 days instead of 30 days. So it will actually be added on. So please take advantage of the coupon. Now, this tells you a little bit about it. And there's right here, there's a really nice video to watch. It's quite a long video. It's about 15 minutes long. about Wendy explaining how to use it, what it is, just here, right there. And then after you buy this product, you will receive another video with a better explainer or a more in-depth explainer how to use it. So this is just, what is it? What does it do? And then after you purchase it, you'll learn a lot more about it. So if you don't want to wait, it is available. Now, if you're in the den, don't buy it through here, because as we mentioned, our den members get it for $15. So what will happen is if you log into your account, it'll say add-on right here. It'll have a little right there. It'll say add-on, and it'll be $15. So I just want to make sure everyone knows that, because we have a little oopsie. A couple people bought this one. Thank you. But you do get it cheaper if you're in the den. So I just want to mention that. So everyone gets a coupon if you'd like.
Okay. Also, the BB Rider is the same. The BB Rider, we have greatly reduced the price on that. We brought it down 50%, and you get it for now for a much cheaper if you're. And the reason we do that, guys, is we're not trying to like get lots more money or something from those people who are not members. We're trying to persuade you to come join us and get in the den. And we know that there's a price for being in the den. And so we don't want to overburden to have all the tools that you need to trade with us, because when you're part of our den, you're helping us call coins. You're in there finding coins, having fun with us. And so we want to make it as cheap as possible for those people who are already part of our community and learning more about, you know, the programs that we have in continued training. But I failed to tell you and show you the bot. So let me show you the bot. Not only do you get the indicator, but you get signal tips. And I want to go over that, because it's not like signals like you're going to get at DTM. It's not TP target points and all that. But what we're doing here is you will be also given a Telegram channel, and it's an announcement channel that's hooked up to a server, and the server is hooked up to 3 exchanges. It's hooked up to Binance, Mexi platform is our new one, and then it's also KuCoin. KuCoin's in here somewhere. But right now, you're going to get big chunks of pivots that come in. So what you'll want to do is you'll need to know how to trade. But when a pivot signal comes off, you can see, just go down to the bottom of the bot. You don't worry about all these older ones. But there's 15 minute, there's 60 minute or 1 hour, and then there's a 4 hour that you'll see. And they won't be in often, but you're going to get the pivot top. So pay attention to whether the pivot top is coming in, the pivot bottom is coming in, and the coin, and then they're hooked up to Bitcoin and USDT pairing. So if you are on another exchange, whether you're Coinbase, Gate.io, BitGet, there's like exchanges all over the place. So if you're on even Bybit or one of those other exchanges, we don't have the bots running on those. We run them on 3, but it's probably running on your exchange too if the coin is running up. You'll just have to look at it on TradingView. If it's not on TradingView, then you're not going to be able to see the coin. So because the indicator is on TradingView. But what you'll do is it'll also signal strong buys. And I ain't going to tell you how those are coded. But when you see these strong buys, they're strong buys on that particular time frame. So hopefully this will help you and encourage you, and you can see what platform they're on next. And this is how we call them now in our den. Because there's so many coins that you can scalp trade on, we're trying to call the coin with the exchange so you know where to go really fast, because we're on the minute, guys. We're on minute. But John, you want to take over from here?
Yeah, no, just there are a couple of questions. Welcome back, Badger.
Okay.
Questions I want to get through. So Wendy, quick question from Earl. When does the pivot point message paint on a candle? Is it before it closes or during that actual candle?
I can't share that with you. That's part of the intellectual property. Just know that it's signaled and it's spot on. So when the pivot bottom comes in, you're pretty much at the bottom. And, you know, once it turns black and it's a definite in there, it's followed. The key is that it has to be followed by the HODLNOTS buy sell tag. So if that's the confirmation that the pivot is good. So you need to know that. But in all honesty, it's working off of a global time factor on something that's hooked into our Ichimoku clouds as well. And I can't explain to you exactly how they work. They just work. I don't want to give that away, but just know that it works, because people, in all honesty, people try and steal our coding. and they have before. And so they've taken it and they've created other indicators off our the HODLnator before. And so we've had to stop that because then they sell it to other people and do that. So I can't explain to you. I just know that this was an 8-month project between a very experienced coder and myself to get these to fire up and to be spot on. So we back tested it, we tested it again, and now we were able to get them on these 3 exchanges. So you get the signals as well as the indicator to use monthly. And we've just made it it's cheaper than any other product that we have. So I'm really thrilled that we can actually do that. And we just really want you to have it. Yeah.
Can I just add something there too about the bot and how the bot works with the indicator? Because the bot actually gives you a little bit of a heads up before the indicator fires. So what the bot does is it says, "Oop, pivot point is going to be here." But if you look at the indicator, wait a minute, it's not there. So the bot is actually kind of
it's ahead of trading view.
It's
ahead of
So and then that pivot point comes in, so they will be blue at first, and then they will either turn black or they'll disappear. So just wanted to let you know that as well.
That just goes to the shows the power of the coding. Wendy and Peter, I'm going to mention my name. Amazing work there on that, and just why the bots are important. You know, like the HODLNator is incredibly powerful. The HODLFIRE is on fire. And but those bots, those signal bots, that's super important. Keep an eye on there. Just a quick question, Chris, from Kimberley in South Africa. You're not in the den. You have to be part of the den member to get that account. But of course, there is the 7-day free for anybody who's not part of the den at the moment. If you are a certified member, jump back in the den. You get 2 weeks and you get a discount on that. So $20 will unfortunately be $30. But again, you do have the 7 days there. Then Carlos, not to see you back in the den.
And you're gonna, this is not to interrupt, John, but for Mr. Uncle Chris, whoever he is, okay, you know, we do want to give it as cheap as possible. Wait for the coupon, and you get it for free. So you get to try it out for a whole week for free, and hopefully, you know, you won't be able to live without it. So we want to give it to you as cheap as possible.
And just a reminder, if you're not in the den, you have to request the coupon.
Yes.
So go use that affiliate link and sign up for a Bitcoin Trending Forecast account if you don't have one already. If you do, just create a support ticket and request, I'd like the coupon.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, just remember, we need your TradingView name. It's a invite only script and it has to be manually given to you. So I got to have that, and so I can attach your name to it.
That's exactly right. And for how long will they be able to claim their vouchers, their coupons at least?
The coupon will be valid for about 30 days.
Cool. So get tracking as soon as you guys are ready. Of course, you can reach out and drop a support ticket. Michelle, thank you. Michelle has dropped all the links, all the important stuff there. Speaking about importance, Carlos, as I was saying, welcome back to the Den, the Lodge. I see you joined back again today. Great to have you. And I've got some more good news coming your way shortly. Watch out for BTAF token side. But on that note, if you guys have a free TradingView account, you are limited to 3 indicators. And of course, volume is included as an extra. So for those of you still operating on a free TradingView account, you get 3 indicators. So if you already are a Den member and you've got the HODLNator, awesome. Then you would normally have 2 other indicators that we tell you during the course. If you've one of them, maybe you don't use as much, but you want to get the HODLFIRE indicator, you can obviously then remove the one and add the HODLFIRE in. So that is, you want to be able to even use the HODLNator and HODLFIRE together if you can. So there is that, or you have to wait for Black Friday or Cyber Monday so you can get a pro account and have a few more indicators available on that side. Thank you, producer. Then Isabel's got a sneaky little question there.
I think
that'd be a no, Isabel. That would be a no.
And the reason why, so let's explain to everybody who doesn't know about the 3M program. I'm happy to share that. We have a program that once you go through our course, you have to be a certified HODLNOT. You have to have the tools and the knowledge on how to do what we do. We have a free program for those people who want life change, supplemental income, or you want to do it for a living. You want to be a trader. You want to work from home. It's a great life. It's a total different than your 9-to-5 job. I tell you that. but we want to get you there. We want you to have that extra income. So the trainers and myself all work with you in what we call the Minute Money Masters program. And it usually will take you at least 6 months to get through the program, but you will take $40 and you will learn how to trade it up, making small trades, learning all the things that you shouldn't be doing, and getting it wrong with little cashola. And then you're gonna trade that up, and you're gonna 100x it basically. You're gonna, by the time you finish the program, you'll have 2,500 USD, and you will be entered into what we call our Black Bear Cave. And we get a little bit more into that. If you're interested in that, go to the back office. You can look about in our, about our ecosystem, and you can find out more about that. But when you get in there, we trade for a living. And so everybody in there already knows how to, you got the money to do it, and we trade for a living. So we'd love to see you in our Black Bear Cave. We've had 2 people finish it in 6 months, and their life has changed. They've got testimonies. You go to our website, and you'll hear about the whatever. But to answer your question, you can use the HODLFIRE all day long. Of course you can, but not for snuggle. And the reason why is because we're in the cave. When you finally make it to the cave, we are minute scalping. I am in and out of coins in 1 minute, in 2 minutes, and we're making money fast and furious. We will be using the HODLFIRE as we watch those fire candles light up, but we're not going to be using it for the extent of snuggle.
So yeah, that's perfect answer, Wendy, and definitely want to find out more about the Minute Money Masters, having done the course of being a certified HODLNOT. And just to reiterate, the 6 months of the 33 weeks in which it took our 2 black bears, that's a 6,150% increase. Okay,
and they did it. And total portfolio increase, not just a trade. It's a total portfolio increase. 6,150. It's incredible.
That is insane.
So and Chris, just to answer a question, sorry, John, in the chat, yes, the 3M program is free as long as you've done the course and are in the den.
Yeah, that's it. TJ Sniper, nice to have you back. Well, we'd love to have you back, Yaku. And indeed, it is free once you've done the course. Generally, there's about 30 days we're spending some time in the den, honing your skills, and then jumping in and being part of that 3M challenge. Uncle Chris, if you pay the $30 and the $40, you can start now.
What is the $40 for?
I presume you're thinking $50 for the den membership if you've done the course, or at least want to jump in and get
the den is the den is open to the public, and the den is $50 for anybody for that's what we charge for that, because it's and if you've taken the course, you also get into our lodge where we administer the 3M program. The $30 is what it is for the HODLFIRE, and yes, you can get it now. I'll be up late tonight, and I'll be entering anybody that wants to pay full price. But if you do, please use the coupon and get it for an additional week free. Absolutely. So when the coupons come out, which Vicky will talk about.
Yeah, we will notify everybody in the lodge about that, and of course we'll drop an announcement for all of you who'd wanted to jump in, who are not part of the den, make use of their 7 days free. Definitely, that is the way to go. And remember, you have to drop in a support ticket over in your BitcoinTough.com back office, asking for that voucher so we can get your TradingView name, so Wendy can meticulously manually add you to that, so you do get that script. And then on that, another further question. Thanks, Michelle. Another question from Earl. Is the Firebot free with the purchase of the HODLFIRE? Yes, indeed. It's all inclusive.
Comes with it.
Yep, you get that included with that. And that's the one that gives you a little bit of early warning system, as well as then, of course, the HODLFIRE indicator. Super powerful. All the information is on BitcoinTough.com. Go check it out if you have an account. Whether you are a non-certified or certified, there is information under the HODLFIRE there. Scroll through the chat itself. Michelle's dropped all those links. But again, if you have any questions, ladies and gents, please do drop us a support ticket over on BitcoinTough.com. And then one last question. Sorry, Joe. Question's been staring at me. Just to confirm, is it right that the HODLFIRE indicator is between the HODLnator and the detonator in terms of timeframes? Also, as a HODLNOT scalp trader, you presumably recommend the BB Rider and the new HODLFIRE on top of the den membership or HODLnator. thank you. Just before Wendy answers that, I want to just jump in with one thing. It kind of ties in a little with what Isabel was asking. This works really great. The HODLFIRE is really great on the higher time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour, because you're looking at those pivot points. You can set those alerts. You get the early warning with the bot, and it works great. But remember, well, when I say remember, for those of you who've done the scalping course, we teach you in terms of risk management. We teach you your entries and your exits. We talk about the Bollinger Band a lot. The HODLFIRE is slightly different, and sometimes you'll get these signals that are not on the Bollinger Band, and this is something very different. So from a 1 minute scalping perspective, it kind of goes against our scalping guidelines, so just bear that in mind.
Yes.
And that's why it's great for the 1 hour, the 4 hour. You've seen how powerful it is. Wendy was showing us with SEI. There are a number of coins. Plug in the HODLFIRE and have a look there. But anyway, sorry, Wendy, would you like to further answer the question?
No, that's really spot on. That's exactly true. I mean, 1 minute scalping is a totally different form of trading. And you need to know how to do it as well as signals. Signals, they play out in 2 to 10 days. So you're working TP target points, and it's a little bit different. And the detonator is specifically designed for signals. Okay. So this is like what you're saying, Joe, is we've got scalping on minutes. Then you have snuggles, which is intraday between 2 hours and 12 hours max. So we're making money every single day in HODLNOTS. One way or another, we're making it. And so that's what we designed this bot for. And then you've got signals, which play out over like a 2-week period, so that while you're working, you can be making money on those. And they're pretty spot on over there, I tell you that. And the detonator is a tool that goes with technical analysis tool sets. And they teach all that, and Nico does with his team in the course. But then there's long-term with my husband. Long-term people are long-term people, and they learn how to farm coins. But these pivot points work really well on day charts, and we're going to go over that on the webinar this week because Marius is using them. He just loves them. So they for long-term, it will help you farm coins in the coins that you're long-term holding, and you won't be so scared about, do I sell now? Do I get now? Do I get in? Because you're working on those higher time frames that it will help you farm coins. So we're really happy, and yeah, so come get some free coupons and give it a go. See what you think. We think everybody will insanely love them. So we do, and we want to share it with the community.
Yeah, just looking at the bunch of reactions that we saw flying earlier, it was just amazing to see. I think people were blown away by the power of the HODLFIRE indicator itself, but as well as the HODLFIRE bot tips there. Truly amazing. And again, Wendy, thank you from all of us at bitcointough.com for your generosity, hard work you and Peter have been putting into this and making this possible. And you can see how it works really well for a number of time frames. It's an extra tool on top of the powerful HODLnator. And if you guys are wanting to learn how to use all of these tools, the Lodge, the Den is where it's at. Obviously, the vehicle to get through there, at least the Lodge, is through the course. We've got the workshop weekend coming up the end of September. We've got premium available. There is so much content. There is no shortage, as I said to the recent graduates of our HODLNOTS sculpting course. There is no shortage at all on resources and information to upskill and to really make your crypto trading really successful, whether it be from a 1 minute perspective, like Marcel's been showing how successful the Den is, from a scalper's point of view, all the way through using the HODLFIRE indicator and how you can look at the higher time frames, set your alerts, get in. But if you really want to know what's happening with higher time frames, do the HODLNOTS course and find out more. But speaking of Nico, we've got his calls coming up in a couple of minutes. So for those of you who need to leave, we'll understand.
Yeah, anybody that needs to go to the DPM, you don't want to miss what's going on. So it's starting now. So if you need to leave, we get it. We'll get you.
I don't know. Sorry, it's just an accident. But thank you very much for this great session.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, well, love to hear from you. Appreciate it. Awesome stuff. Thanks, Madeleine. Not a problem. All right. That was a bumper show, edition number 10. It feels like a celebration. I think drinks all around safely.
Drinks all around.
Number 10.
I'm going to have my hot chocolate right now.
Yeah. All right. So we're looking forward to welcoming some of you back into the Den. Obviously, you can make use
Love to see you in the Den.
Reduced costs there. But for everybody who's on the call here, please remember, support ticket, drop it in there in your bitcointough.com back office. asking for the coupon. You will be getting 7 days. If you're in the lodge, you get 2 weeks. That's amazing. Reduced prices, great value, amazingly powerful. Wendy, again, thank you from all of us. This is changing lives, and it's helping us, not just make money in minutes, but also in the higher time frames. Super powerful, super hot. And for those of you who do struggle with color, Marcel does as well. So again, if you guys are in the lodge or the den and you have issues with color, do tag Marcel there and be able to assist you with being able to read. What are the colors?
Right.
You know the colors? Green.
I was
you can change. You can change the stuff, Marcel.
I was today years old, Wendy, when I realized it's neon green up and neon yellow down. I thought it was yellow all the way.
You thought it was yellow all the way. But see, that's the great thing. You can change.
If you guys are colorblind,
white or
hit me
other
up.
colors.
I've got some tips and tricks.
There
Fantastic.
you go.
Beautiful
Okay.
work. Team effort, amazing stuff. Michelle, thank you. Speaking about team effort, you can take a long drink of yours. Thanks for the information down in the chat below.
Thanks, John.
There was a lot of really powerful
Very thirsty.
information. Go check out Graham's interview. Obviously, where to drop support tickets.
Yes.
All the products on the HODLFIRE, the BB Rider, everything else as well. If you guys and girls who are on the lodge have any further questions, do tag us, do ask us over there. Wendy's not going to get any sleep tonight to be adding everybody over to TradingView.
I'm happy with that. That's the life of the trader. I can stay up all night long and trade if I want. That's great. I'll sleep tomorrow. Sleep when the coins are sleeping. Yeah.
Well, the coins are never sleeping.
Happy.
Always something running, as is evident with Marcel's weekly review. Again, Vicky, thank you for all your hard work in the background and the rest of the team as well in terms of the video, comprehensive on the shop. And then again, look out for the information, more information, of course, in the lodge and going forward. But again, to all of you who joined us live and watching this recording later, thank you so very much. Episode 10, we're out. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Until then, be safe.
Cool. Let's go.
Adios. Adios.
Beautiful.
Bye.